I just love that. Hi, everybody. Hope you're having a good week. I am Julia Mills, healthcare business consultant and LifeVantage business owner, independent distributor of this incredible company. Last week, we talked about our company and culture, just some things to look for if you are looking to align with a company. What should you be checking off your list? Today, we're going to talk about the technology and science. And what are some things that are important to make sure are a part of those check boxes. Next week, we'll look at compensation and e-commerce, some really important trends that are happening, and we'll repeat it 3 times. So thanks for being here today. Today, we're going to talk about technology and science, something I'm really excited about and something I've been working in for almost 20 years now in the healthcare space. But in order to really adapt new technology, there's some things that you have to be, and that is, are you open? Are you open to new technologies and learning? Are you health conscious? Do you believe in health over sickness? That sounds like a funny thing, but do you really have to believe that you can be healthy? Do you believe in natural over drugs? And do you think for yourself, question, and research? So what I like to do is I like to educate people on information that I've learned over the years and give you the resources where you can do your research. But you really have to be open, and thanks for being here and paying attention. Hopefully this can be value for you. And for me, it's been life-changing. So it could be possibly for you and your family as well. Some things to look for are unique, patented, and new. So those are important things. Patents are important. Peer-reviewed studies are important. PubMed.gov. That means that it's research that's been published, but also reviewed by peers. So it really is scrutinized. PubMed.gov is the National Institutes on Health's database. Are there proven results verified by lab? Other testimonials? Are there life-changing results? How important is this technology really? Is it affordable? Wholesale cost is great. There's a lot of new technologies out there. I'm a business consultant working with new medical technologies. That's what I do full-time. I do LifeVantage part-time. There's a lot of great technologies out there. Many of them are very, very expensive and really out of reach. So it has to be affordable. And is it FDA regulated and certified? Also really important. So I was introduced to this about 5 years ago by a neurologist who was offering her patients something natural. She was open. All those things that we just went through, she was all of those. She thought for herself, she did her research, and she wanted to do no harm and provide her patients with the very best evidence-based therapies. She was struggling too with her own health, her patients. She felt like she was giving them more and more medications, but they still were sick, and some getting sicker. I personally have been through that myself too. This is why it's really important to me. Epidemic, chronic diseases, epidemic levels right now: cancer, heart disease, Alzheimer's, depression, autoimmune conditions, autism, ADD, Parkinson's. Epidemic levels, even though we have access to some of the best doctors in medicine in the world. Why is that? It's something you need to ask. After about the age of 20, we start to age, meaning our cells start to age. We're also being hijacked at the same time. So there's some things that our bodies are fighting and combating. We're being hijacked by our toxic environment through our processed foods, sugar, glyphosate, herbicides, pesticides, air pollution, EMFs. I mean, it really goes on and on. So that's something that we can address through biohacking and nutrigenomics. I have the honor of working with LifeVantage and 1,800 medical providers and 70,000 wellness entrepreneurs who are taking this information to the global market. And Dr. Brian Dixon leads our research and development, and he's going to talk about one of the underlying causes of chronic disease, and we have a solution that we'd like to talk to you about as well. This science came from Duke, and it had 40 years of research, so we'll talk about that as well. But for a few minutes, I'll let Dr. Brian Dixon share his knowledge. There we go.
Researchers found early on that as we age, we basically start to accumulate free radicals and other oxidants. And if left unchecked, this can go on to have very serious consequences to the cell. So then we call that going from oxidative stress to oxidative damage, where these oxidants are actually attacking the structures inside of the cell. But what's so interesting is our bodies have been able to capture the ability of antioxidants and put that capacity inside of our DNA and specifically in our genes. The main protein that's responsible to turn on those antioxidant and detoxification enzymes is a protein called NRF2. NRF2 is an incredibly interesting protein. Normally it's just sitting quietly in the cell, but when it starts to interact with things that shouldn't be there, so whether it's a toxin, a free radical, an oxidant, it gets released from the cell wall. It ultimately makes its way into the nucleus and is literally flipping the switches on our DNA to turn on these protective mechanisms. It's been shown that the activity of NRF2, both its sensing and then the signaling that's going through these different communication networks, actually is declining as we get older. And this actually starts as early as our 20s. So Protandim NRF2 is so interesting because it was specifically designed with a specific number of ingredients in the right ratios that has been clinically shown to activate the NRF2 protein, whether or not there are these insults that NRF2 is experiencing. So ultimately, again, it's going to go into the nucleus of the cell, flip these protective genes on, but it's basically bringing our cells to a heightened state of readiness when those insults do ultimately enter the cell. So again, where this nutrigenomic research is so exciting is that we can utilize extracts from plants to basically reawake NRF2 and bring it back to its full potential, again, to help us stay as healthy for as long as possible.
So that was Dr. Brian Dixon, molecular biologist, PhD, that leads our research and development and providing education around these nutrigenomics. So as he said, and as we've talked about, oxidative stress is the root cause of chronic disease, and Protandim is an NRF2 activator, as Dr. Dixon just talked about. NRF2 using plants to turn on our body's ability to turn on good genes and turn off bad genes, regulating over 500 survival genes, reducing oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days, which is an FDA allowed claim, and nothing on the market, either drug nor natural, has been shown to do so. So it really is a unique product. It supports the body's natural ability to repair and rejuvenate its own cells, and it actually increases our body's enzymes, superoxide dismutase, catalase, and glutathione actually by 300%. It's quite remarkable and does some pretty amazing things in the body. It produces enzymes that neutralize over 1 million free radicals. That is very important. So something to look at. Now, oxidative stress is related to over 200 chronic diseases, including the heart, skin, kidney, joints, lungs, brain, immune system, blood vessels, multi-organ eyes. I mean, you can go to PubMed.gov and you can see there's over 200,000 studies looking at the link of oxidative stress to disease. So if you can lower it by 40% in 30 days, why wouldn't you take it? Why wouldn't you want that? And if you can't get it anywhere else, I want you to pay close attention, because this is something that you can do to help your health and your family's health now and well into the future. We can take control back, which is what's so exciting. PubMed.gov, again, this is the National Institutes on Health's database of peer-reviewed research, the gold standard. So because of that ability of Protandim as the only product that can reduce oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days, universities down here around the world, Harvard, Colorado State, Virginia Commonwealth, Louisiana State, they've all funded millions of dollars on this product, and they've published it in very respectable journals. So it's been very scrutinized. There's been a lot of press and patents as well. So this product has been seen on ABC News, NBC, PBS, Dr. Phil, Today's Show, and it has 7 US patents protecting its formulation. It's highly synergistic. And again, it came from Duke and Dr. McCord, a PhD, who took 40 years to develop it. Bottom line is we can supplement with direct antioxidants. Of course, eating good food is important, absolutely. Getting our vitamins and minerals is very, very important. But if you're using it to combat free radicals and antioxidants, it doesn't work so well. What you want to do is you want to activate your body to increase these enzymes and these survival genes, turning the genes on, good ones, turning the bad genes off at a rate of 1 million free radical eradication to 1. We produce over 30 sextillion free radicals per day. So if you're just using 1 to 1, it's like a Dixie cup on a house fire. If you're doing 1 million to 1 using NRF2 activation through a patented proven product, it's 1 million to 1 every second. It's like night and day. And the health results can be seen and felt. NRF2 activation has been studied by Washington State University. So this study is available. Just make a comment below and I'll send it to you, but it's also in pubmed.gov. What they concluded after doing their study is that NRF2 is most likely the most extraordinary preventative and therapeutic breakthrough in the history of medicine, something we're really excited about. And we hope you are too. You can go to, I want to talk about the Vitality Stack. So Protandim NRF2 is what we just talked about. I could talk about it actually for an entire day, and I could have physician-led webinars playing for 24 hours straight, and you would still learn a lot. I've spent many hours learning this information. But I'm talking about the Vitality Stack here because it is an award-winning product, and you can get it more information and how to order on my website, changelives.lifevantage.com. Real quick, the Vitality Stack is NRF2, Protandim NRF1, which increases mitochondrial biogenesis, very important for cellular health, and a probiotic, which is very unique, and an omega plus as well, omega fatty acids. This combination of products won the Bronze Award for 2018 Stevie Award, and that's really a huge honor. There were over 3,600 entries from pharmaceutical companies, biotech companies, and nutraceutical companies. They entered their best product, and there was also 70 countries were involved. And this Vitality Stack, our Vitality Stack, won 3rd place. So it is a very well-received, award-winning, patented, clinically proven product that is changing lives. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. I only had about 15 minutes, so I crammed a lot in 15 minutes. Watch the replay if you need it. Comment below if you want some more information. I'm here to help you. I am Julia Mills, LifeVantage business owner and healthcare business consultant, and would love to see you live the healthiest, best life possible. Thank you, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye for now.